Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Mission Log for SWTOR. We are back again and we're going to take a little pivot before we continue on to Quesh. We are going to, I've been thinking about it, I meant to do it and I was going to try to decide how to fit it in, but I think we're going to do it now to kind of keep the levels balanced and sort of working correctly. We're going to do the two flashpoints today. We are going to do ALL 5. Oh, okay, the stream wasn't loading for me, that's why. Okay, right, good. I was concerned for a second there when you said that. We are going to do ALL 5 and the Maelstrom Prism flashpoints. Now, these are really funny ones for me. I went the wrong planet. Did the wrong thing. I did the wrong thing. Did the wrong thing. I did the wrong thing. These are really funny ones for me because I've maybe done them a few times. Obviously, I was mainly an Imperial player for a lot of years, and I have done all of the Republic stories and stuff. But I've never done these flashpoints more than maybe once. Which it feels like ages. Right, okay, cool. I don't need to see all this. So we're going to do those flashpoints quick because I want to document those ones anyways at some point, so we might as well do them now. He spent the other years on Mechshar. Yeah. So we're going to go to the Republic fleet. But then again, are we? Yes, we are. Are we? No, we're not. I've changed my mind again. I've changed my mind again. Because if we do a character later on that's flashpoints, that character will be able to go through those other flashpoints. But we've done the beginning flashpoint, but I suppose that was linked to the story a little bit. We'll do the other ones on another character. I'm sorry, I've changed my mind again. I was wondering how Finn was like talking and seeing things. I'm just staring at a blank screen like, huh? You spent the other years on Mechshar. I don't know if I replied to that or not, but I hate you, Finn. Okay, right. We're not doing that. I've changed my mind again. I lied. Sorry.
Sir, I've discovered the perfect target for our next operation. Lord Kavos. Kavos is a marauding Sith Lord, responsible for countless deaths. Exactly the type of dangerous scum we're uniquely qualified to eliminate.
Tell me about him.
Give me the full brief, Forex.
With pleasure, sir. Lord Kavos single-handedly destroyed a Republic outpost on Brental 4, massacring its personnel. He fought and killed 2 Jedi Knights simultaneously. According to intelligence reports, this butcher is becoming a hero to the Empire's ravening masses. Neutralizing him will help our cause greatly.
Agreed.
Let's make this a priority. Tell me as soon as we have a location.
As soon as I know more, I'll inform you right away, sir.
Mental whiplash there. I know, but you guys get where I'm coming from. Obviously, we have to. Obviously, there's two things I'm balancing here. Me not having to do everything twice as much as possible, because sometimes that's going to happen. It just is the way it is. Also, you guys not having to see everything twice if you don't need to. And also trying to document as much as possible in the most seamless way possible. So, you know. Mental whiplash there. The only issue I've heard with Raid Squadron is the ending of that arc is tied to a book that's infamous, not particularly great. The Courtship of Princess Leia. I listened to the audiobook of Courtship of Princess Leia. And I kind of loved how messy it was. Also, happy 7 AM. Hi, Elatriac. Welcome in. Guys, do you like my armor, by the way? I think I like genuinely, I think this is the best look we've had yet. Genuinely think it's the best one we've had yet. It's sexy.
Still no word on the Deadeye's location. I checked with Garza, but she hasn't had any luck decrypting those coordinates we sent her. This is taking too long.
I'm giving up on making my companion outfits look right, by the way.
Deadeyes. That intel could be obsolete.
We'll keep on searching.
We can still pick up a new trail if we follow those coordinates.
I suppose you're right. I'll keep monitoring the hollow. Maybe something will turn up.
We're serving the Republic, Zin, but you were close. It will become the Empire one day. Just not the Sith Empire. Different. Many different empires.
I'm quite concerned about Captain Kaylor and his accusations, sir. If Personnel Division thinks I'm withholding information about the Empire,
not for a few centuries.
They can continue hounding me under Security Regulation 15.
Still sort of true.
I think if men like Kaylor had their way, I'd be locked in a room reciting the minutiae of Imperial culture until the end of time.
That won't happen.
I won't let them do that to you, Alara.
Thank you. I truly appreciate everything you do for me. I do sometimes wonder if I'm being unfair, though. I'm one of the only people in the Republic with extensive knowledge of Imperial culture.
Sorry, move, and I
Perhaps
like
I have a
slammed into...
responsibility to do what few others can, even if it's not what I'd like to be doing.
It's your right to decide.
You shouldn't be forced to do anything.
I'm glad I'm not the only one who feels that way. Thank you for taking the time to hear me out. It's good to have someone to talk to.
Oh, we can talk anytime.
I always enjoy spending time with you, Ilara.
Thank you. You're very considerate.
I've been up since 5 a.m. Been a while since I had to do that. I had to drive a family member to surgery. He's fine. Okay, good. Just was it scheduled? A republic is just an empire with good PR. Real guys, look, it's Tano. It's Tanovic. Here we go.
This is just too good. I get slick equipment, a nice ride, and a ready supply of every explosive there ever was. I think this will do, boss.
So I'm the boss now.
Does this mean you can actually follow orders once in a while?
Stranger things have happened. Trust me. You keep me happy, I'll keep you happy. Now let's go put some of this fancy equipment to use.
So PP, hi Jaybird. Jaybird, how did the rest of the stream go? Sorry, I was like, I was watching Modern Family to try and take my mind off everything, which seemed to work out in the end. But I saw a little bit of the stream. How did it go in the end? Jaybird, we played a horror game last night, guys. Oh, shout out Jaybird. Shout out Jaybird. Shout out Jaybird. Not K-Bird, Jaybird. The red Jaybird. There we go.
Like 100 flapping wings.
What? Oh no, the cute birds!
Peckers.
I have to kill them! I thought they were my friends!
I hate the way it covers your face on that. It's crazy because I probably really enjoy all the politics of Star Wars if you put elf ears and fairy wings on everyone. There is actually an elf race in Star Wars. I forget what they're called, but they're basically elves. Lamar is in. Hi, Rose. Welcome in. Thank you for the raid yesterday. Very kind. I wanted to come over, but you said I hadn't been in your stream and that I hated you, and I wanted to prove that I don't. But yeah, you listened to the Courtship of Princess Leia. Wasn't messy bad? I've just heard it's really out of character. I don't really remember it because it was years ago, like years and years ago. But it had the Haypeas consortium in it, so I was invested. I hate that clip, but it's my first ever, so I can't delete it. Yeah, you can't delete your first ever clip. You never delete the first. You never unless it's really ass. The elf race are Sephi. There we go.
All right, boss. Time to talk some business. Bunch of credits just came through from a weapons deal I had going on Balmora. Another weapons deal I had going back on Balmora. This is your cut.
I can't take these credits.
I don't want your dirty money.
Then give them to a charity. Toss them out the airlock. I don't care. You're the new boss. You get a cut no matter what.
Samantha coming in with the save. Sam knows some stuff. Balmora, you say time for Morrowind. That's exactly what Faustus said, Rose. I would like to play the Elder Scrolls series at some point. It is something I've got on the docket. Also, yeah, I totally lied to you guys and I totally misled everyone. And we are going to continue on with the usual story. Haran Tavis, here we go. I understand if you have no interest in reading anything I write, but I have to try. I'm kept in isolation, so I have plenty of time to consider things. I will never forget what happened on Andor Prime. I will never forgive the people who betrayed us, and I will never forgive myself for destroying the closest friends I ever had. Havoc Squad is yours now. I only hope that when the time comes for you to pass the torch to your own successor, you can do it with less regrets. I already know my successor. That's a spoiler for you guys, but I already know my successor. I know some of my Star Wars shit, not all of it though. I think we all know bits and pieces, dribs and drabs. Maybe not everyone, but a lot of us. Just letting you know, we got those weapons over to Research Div, just like you asked. They were really impressed. Looks like we might all be getting some major new firepower someday, all thanks to you. Imps, better watch out. Yeah, I know the most. Look, okay. Look. Right, let's go to Quesh. Up all night questioning. Gotta meet Major Donovan. Ask me anything, they call me the Star Wars guy. Zin. How many stars are in the war? There's 10. I think there's like 10,000 systems under the Galactic Republic. If that counts. Ironically, similar amount of Jedi to each star system. I'm excited to read more. Is it Zinj? I've never known how to actually say it out loud because I know he's popular. Sunny day it was. I was outside for lunch earlier, just before, and it was nice. Just so everyone knows, by the way, not everyone's in the Discord. If you aren't, by the way, and you want to be in the Discord, there's the Discord. There's 2 real stars in the war and like 200 wannabe divas. Yes. Just so you're all aware, I may, and I don't want to jinx it just yet, but I may have another job. So, fingers crossed. We'll see how it works out.
Welcome to Quesh. You're with Havoc Squad, right? It's good to see more special forces arriving. Here to kick some Imperial butt?
Wasta mi cha kulkadu maji tahus hagwa upa. Chiza kava jotopa bubanda bakawanki.
What's on me? Tell me what's down there.
Can you give me any more intel on this area?
Da biska. Kukapame. Wata botenya nucha nubota. Nira desaslimo. Crispa doe kanki. Kunke gupa.
The question is
The
bad.
Empire found out about
Okay,
our mining
basically.
operations here and filled the planet with troops and battle droids.
That makes this more tricky. Enough talk already.
We're not going to defeat the Empire with chit-chat.
Well, you're cleared to travel the planet's surface. Just say the word.
Cool.
I'm ready to have a look at this poison planet.
Speak to General Corvan when you land. He'll brief you on the current situation. Good luck.
So you have to do this quest because if you don't do this quest, you're not inoculated to Quesh. You have to do this quest to inoculate Quesh. But now I can get rid of this, and we can do that on another character at some point. Do the quest because so Quesh is like genuinely Quesh can go from being one quest that you finish in 10 minutes to like a whole 3-hour affair if you do all the quests that are actually here. Didn't even know Emilia Clarke was in Star Wars, to be honest.
And filled with poisonous gas. No wonder Hutts live here.
Yeah, she I forgot the words I was going for. She played what's her name? Oh, I can't remember her name. Why can't I remember her name? It's right there. It's right there. Kira. That's Q''IRA. You think you're saying Quesh with a funny accent? No, Quesh. And, I mean, of course I knew that she plays that one character. She's the former love interest of Han Solo. She's like proto Leia in a way.
We've dug in, Major, but the imps are coming on strong, and I never much cared for playing defense.
Just hang in there, son. Havoc Squad just walked in. I'll get them briefed and in the field on the double.
Copy that. I'm sure we'll find a way to keep busy. Corey out.
Sounds rough out there.
Just how bad off are we, Major?
Things are grim, no doubt about it. If you hadn't turned
Oh my
up,
gosh, it's Steve Bloom again.
everything went south while the safecrackers were on a bunker raid. Intel was bad, alarms got tripped, and the imps moved out in force. Now Corey and his people are surrounded, outnumbered, and outgunned. We don't punch him a hole to run through. Every man in that outfit is a goner.
Your plan?
I'm all for rescuing our people, but we need a strategy.
Agreed. We don't have the manpower to fight through the imps head-on. We need to outmaneuver them. Diversion is the key. Scouts found an Imperial command center deep behind their lines. That's where you'll strike. Equipment, vehicles, personnel, anything with an Imperial logo gets holes in it. The imps will rush back to stop you, and the safecrackers will get the gap they need.
I'll make it happen.
Just give me the coordinates and I'll make some noise, Major.
Let's give those scumbags a run for their money.
Officially a week until I level up.
Corey
Yay!
will contact you so that you can all burn jets back here. Speeders are waiting for you. Now get out there and give the imps something to think about.
He is indeed Wolverine. Well, the guy who voices Wolverine. Mr. Steve Blum. In this game many a time. But yes, Jibbard, congratulations on a week until you level up. Steve Blum, possibly the most recognizable voice actor. I think Jennifer Hale is also up there. But right now I was just guessing. No, yeah, genuinely it is. Steve Blum does a lot of voices in SWTOR, but in Star Wars in general. Yay! It's okay, Jaybird. I have had one instance where I didn't recognize him, and that was Abathur. What's that again? That's StarCraft. StarCraft. What's it called? Getting confused. Is that the name of it? Yes. Okay, right. I'm the least excited I ever been for a birthday. Why, Jaybird? You played half the characters in Rebels. Yeah. Do you know who else I feel turns up a lot now? Clancy Brown, Star Wars wise. He's in every project now. It feels like Dave Filoni just gives him a job every time they make a series. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but... Do you know who I also think is very recognizable? And to be fair, he has had a few situations where he's disguised his voice a bit better. But Troy Baker is also very recognizable as well. My favorite joke about Troy Baker is that in this MMO, he plays the son of Satil Shan, who is Jennifer Hale. And then in Guild Wars 2, he plays Logan Thackeray. And Jennifer Hale plays Queen Jenna, and they are lovers. And I always find that funny. Tara Strong being Miss Minutes and Lucky was a point of the screen moment for me. Yes. Yeah. But she's a little... I'm not sure about her anymore. That's all I'll say on that. Troy Baker played a character in Persona 4 who I think was recast with Aaron Paul. No joke, really. It sounds like Paul. All right, okay. I think I just stressed so much recently about life goals for ages gone back. You know what, Jaybird? I get it. Because obviously, you know, I am a bit younger, so not like to undermine yourself, because I know obviously we discussed this the other day. But I had a very similar thing with what was going on with me, so I totally sympathize with that, and it does kind of like I'm getting grey hairs now, and I'm like, fucking hell, I'm not here forever. I'm going to be upset when I Google her now. It was a few stuff a while back. I don't know the full ins and outs to where I could say it one way or another. But there was a few things where I heard she was not as greatly loved. So I wouldn't like stake my reputation on it. But I think there's some things there. Tara. I need to focus more on what I have achieved so far. Jaybird, you know what though? Can we all just give Jaybird a little clap on the back for like starting, pat on the back, not clap on the back, pat on the back for starting streaming again? Jaybird, you've been pretty consistent with it recently, and that's really cool. That's a good thing. You know, at least they're there, even though they're going great. Well, some of them aren't there. There's a little portion where it's starting to thin out. But there you go. It is what it is. But Jaybird, that was a really good achievement. Getting going on streaming again. That was a win. Lady, I wish I had the consistency to stream. Do you know what? It's so hard though, isn't it? It's so hard to push yourself to entertain people after, or even entertain yourself, I suppose, after entertaining idiots all day. Really. I'm proud of you, Jaybird. That's why I raided you last night, fool. I'm kidding. Okay, guys. What do you guys think? Do you think we'll finish? Do you think we can finish this Trooper storyline today? I think it's possible. If not today, definitely tomorrow. I think if I eat a chat shit for hours, just look at BG3. What I struggle with is like, why do I fit all that in? Yes, I know what you mean. My concern at the moment is that, and I am trying to do different videos with my editor and stuff, is that I'm concerned that maybe I'm not making engaging content. But like, I suppose all I'm really doing is I'm playing the games I want to on stream and then uploading them to YouTube. And if people like that, then great. And if they don't, then what am I really losing? I'm not losing anything, I suppose. I'm trying to get like have a little bit more interest in the videos I'm doing. So I mean, I can only do that at a certain pace because I don't have infinite money, you know. So we'll beat half the main campaigns in the amount of time it take you to complete Kiwami 2. Yeah, I was thinking I'd be playing a game anyway. Let's make it social. Yes, do you know what, Jaybird? Exactly right. And that's the thing that I think is the big part of streaming for a lot of people, right? It's just having people around. Just, oh fuck, I've just pulled an ability off my bar. What was it? I think it all weighs on the balance between making content you're interested in versus what you think other people want to see. Yeah, definitely. I think, but it's hard, isn't it? Because there are people who just upload their playthroughs, and there are people who watch that. You know, I've an example is someone called, I think, Casticalism, and I look at them, and they don't do it on stream, but they do like longer playthroughs still, and they do upload them to YouTube, and they do well. There's other people who do similar. So I suppose that's my style, you know. Fair, if you make content you're interested in, you'll attract the like-minded folks. I think the idea is, for me, ultimately, is that I enjoy playing the games I enjoy. I can't fake stuff. You know what I mean? I can't fake playing a game. I don't want to do like challenges all the time, you know, because that's just not me. I don't have a clue what's happening in this game, but happy to be here. Thank you, Jaybird. Thank you. And you know what? That's part of it too, isn't it? The amount of times that you can just be hanging around with someone. Oh, explosive round. That was it. There we go. Please, you guys know a little bit of what's going on. You know a little bit what's going on. Do you know what I think is going to be a big... How many years after the Treaty of Coruscant is this story? 10 years, right? The main story starts 10 years after the Treaty of Coruscant. Right? There or thereabouts. I even have Star Wars knowledge. 10 years after the Treaty of Coruscant made you a fucking... What? Oh. Fucking pussy. I see what you were doing. So for those who don't know, in Star Wars... What are you two talking about? So in Star Wars in general, you have after the Battle of Yavin and before the Battle of Yavin as a time scale. For Star Wars The Old Republic, they have their own, and it's after the Treaty of Coruscant and before the Treaty of Coruscant. The Treaty of Coruscant was basically the Sith Empire came back to Republic space after many, like 1,000 years away or something like that, and they attacked. And they ravaged the galaxy, and it was basically all out great. The first Galactic War, basically, I think was what it was called. And then they came to a standstill, and it wasn't known why at the time. But I won't sort of say it a little bit because there's still some stuff in the story that we need to hit on that. But the Emperor basically declared that they should sign a treaty. So they sacked Coruscant to basically force the treaty to happen, and the treaty happened, and they took a portion of the galaxy, and basically they entered a Cold War. The Republic and the Empire are at peace, but not fully, and the Second Galactic War kicks off 10 years after the treaty, and that's where we are now. That's what this is. Star Wars Republic is like 3,600 years before New Hope, so using 4 digits is stupid. Sort of wasn't the treaty sort of a ruse where the Republic had its guard lord and they sacked the Jedi Temple. Essentially, what... There was peace talks on Alderaan, basically. The Emperor in that one cinematic trailer is hot, yes. We will get there. There was talks on Alderaan, and funnily enough, Darth Barriss from the Sith Warrior storyline was there. I think also Satele Shan was. The comics are really fun, by the way, guys. If you want to know a little bit about SWTOR, but you don't want to play the game, there are comics and stuff that are really good. But... I get excited, but I need to verify for myself first. Peace talks on Alderaan was a distraction for the Coruscant attack. Yeah, exactly. Then they attack Coruscant and they basically force the treaty with the sacking. The sacking is like their magnum opus to get what they want. And so that's why like Balmorra was fucked when we went there last episode. Because the idea is that Balmorra was a place that they didn't really want to give up, but they kind of had to. What was there anything else that I need to add? There are other reasons at play as to why things might have happened the way they did, but I can't really say them at the moment because it's spoilers for stuff to come. But there's a reason that the Empire was uncharacteristically non-empirical at that point. Just left Balmorra. Welcome in, Doomhawk. Are you playing Republic? Or are you playing just left Balmoral? No, sorry. Just left Balmora. Are you playing Republic or are you playing Imperial? Welcome in, Doomhawk. There's like 30, 40 years of warfare before the treaty. Yeah, it's like basically Satil Shan's life. Imperial? What class are you playing? It almost goes sideways though because that one Darth killed the Chancellor. Yeah. There we go. Nearly done here. This is taking a long time, this quest. Use the elevator to exit the bunker. I won't say much, but there's 2 reasons for the Emperor doing the treaty, wasn't there? Yes. There's another secret reason. All I'll say is there's a book that helps explain it a little bit, but you will see some of it in the game itself. There were extenuating circumstances. The SWTOR comics are weird though because the Satil-centric one does its own stuff with the art style and the Thanaton one is super loyal to the in-game art style and assets. Yes, I know exactly what you mean. It's crazy how much Thanaton actually kind of got as a character, right? Like, I always thought SWTOR took after the exile and recanted? Sorry, can you explain that a little bit more, Doom? Sorry. And 300 or so years before SWTOR Exarchum was Revan. Oh, Revan. Okay. It does take place after the KOTOR games. It does. But there's some things in the game that link in to that. And then 300 or so years before SWTOR Exarchum was making pyramids and shit.
Havoc, this is Korea with the safecrackers. We've got the gap we needed, so we're pulling out. I don't know what you're doing, but the imps sure don't like it. You'll have a lot of company soon. Suggest you pull out immediately. Over.
Stay, do some damage.
We're doing fine here, Lieutenant. No.
Oh, okay. I mean, not that I really want to approve Tano to approve of me, but
this is. I don't know what.
Sounds good.
We'll head back to base right away.
Copy that. See you at home. Korea out.
You see that one fake Andor leak with XR's Ghost being played by Jason? What? Hello? Yeah, no. I didn't see that. I don't want to see that. I'm okay without that. We can just teleport. Let's teleport. Honestly, the Thanaton comic adds so much more to the Inquisitor storyline and Legacy of the Sith, actually. We're so close to stumbling onto a much darker truth than the Children of the Empire. If only he had followed that rabbit hole deeper. Yeah. The Rise of AI trailer bit is me livid. It's so garbage. True. Yeah. Biggest mistake this game has with its art style is a lack of KOTOR ships, personally. I need hammerhead cruisers. Maybe I should learn Star Wars lore for the eventual Star Wars 24-man raid in Final Fantasy 14 12.0. Don't even start. Don't even start. Get back in here. Like Star Wars would really fit well with Final Fantasy. Well, to be fair, there's not things that don't fit.
Captain.
Who knows? There could be a little bit of a crossover in Kingdom Hearts 4.
Captain, great work out there. Great work. You made that op plan look easy. In and out, hit and run, the imps never had a clue. Top-notch soldiering.
Welcome back to Chewbacca back to back. No. There's no might about that.
I'm just glad we got the safecrackers out of there.
You and me both. Quesh definitely won't be making my list of the galaxy's most relaxing destinations. You got me and my people out of a tight spot and we won't forget it. Whatever and whenever you need, the safecrackers are there.
I'll be glad to have your help, Lieutenant. General Garza already has plans for you.
Yeah, that's what I hear. It'll be a pleasure to work with you again.
All right, we're not on vacation here, people. Korea, get your men settled and ready for transport.
We were successfully hoodwinked into enjoying a Star Wars story once. Which one?
Captain, it's been a pleasure. Contact General Garza with the rundown before you take off.
Final Fantasy 12. I knew you were going to say that. I was thinking that as we were talking about Final Fantasy. Is it not just Star Wars? I've only played a bit of it. As you guys know, I played a little bit on stream years ago. I would go back. I want to play more FFs. There's so many things to play. This is why I need, like... I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm obviously very thankful for, you know, the new... This is why I need to become a full-time content creator. So many games that you get through. Use your ships on the terminal. Okay. It's all Shakespeare or the Bible in the end, isn't it? Kind of. Sometimes it's the secret third option of older religions.
I hope you find your vessel a model of efficiency.
General Garza, this is Havoc. The
Oh my gosh, I hate that they have... Do I have their clothes still? I'm just going to put their stuff back on them. It's pissing me off. I can't deal with this anymore. I can't deal with all the colours being wrong. I can't deal with it. I can't deal with it. Can't deal with it anymore. Right there. She's going to be fine with that on. Great. Jorgen, where are you? Okay. Jorgens. Where is it? Did they get rid of Jorgens? Oh, no, get rid of Jorgens. Probably did. Okay. This chest is working fine anyway. They're going to stay like that? They're not going to. I guarantee it. I guarantee they're not. They might. That might. It's Jorgens, and that's Jorgens. They should stay okay now. Or will they because of the colour? That's the problem, isn't it? Let's see how that looks in the trailer. 1 second.
General Garza, this is Havoc.
Ah!
Safecrackers.
I hate it. I hate it. Why does it... Oh, it's Jorgens! There we go. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're back. We're back. We're so back. So back, I think. That work now. Please look normal.
General Garza, this is Havoc. The safecrackers have been extracted safely.
Excellent. Very good work, Captain. I'll make sure that the safecrackers stay out of harm's way until our operation against the Gauntlet begins. Your next step is Hoth. The last specialist that Havoc needs is stationed there. Contact me when you arrive, and I'll brief you on the specifics.
I'll head for Hoth right away, General.
Garza out.
It's getting hot in here. I'm pretty sure someone pointed out that it's like a 1-to-1 to the first Star Wars movie, and Chewbacca ended up as Fran. Yes. It still counts because the Bible usually riffed off of those. Yes. And it's SWTOR to dip into the absurdity of the Old Republic comics a bit more, and also people hated the latest patch's ending. But I like the story is going in a genuinely unpredictable direction. Yes, I agree. I like how the two street kids you start Final Fantasy 12 with are apparently C-3PO and R2-D2. That's hilarious, but it makes sense. Plans for next game after this. We've still got Fable to finish. We've still got some other stuff. I kind of have basically been doing this to comfort myself during all the that's been going on. So there's still loads to do in SWTOR, but we'll probably park it a little bit after finishing the Trooper and do something else for a little bit, and then kind of it's full circle again at another point. Now I need to do a High Republic tie-in and bring in the Nameless. If you know, you know. Oh. Right, let's speak to our guys here.
Success, sir. Lord Kavos has foolishly given away his position.
To all who excel in the arts of death, be it known that Lord Kavos, Master of Combat, seeks a lieutenant to serve him. I seek a worthy right hand to carry out my commands across the galaxy, and profit immensely. Those who think themselves suited should present themselves at the coordinates included in this message. Come prepared.
This guy's fearless.
Kavos had to know this would be intercepted. He isn't afraid of anything, is he?
Don't worry, sir. He'll learn to fear the justice of the Republic soon enough.
Okay, for it.
The coordinates are on Tatooine, sir. I recommend we move quickly before Kavos can find a suitable lieutenant and move on. For the Republic.
For the Republic, indeed. I was going to say you'll be finishing Fable sometime next year if we're waiting to finish SWTOR. There'll be a lot to do with SWTOR, yeah.
Lord Kavos will threaten the innocent people of the galaxy no
That's why I
longer.
do it in fits and
As
starts.
expected, his overconfidence made his defeat all but certain. I simply took my place among the scum, hoping to gain his favor, then struck at the first opportunity.
How many were there?
Was it a big crowd?
Counting myself, there were 15 applicants for that Sith fool's opportunity. Lord Kavos decided that a fight to the death would determine his champion, every man for himself. Once the fighting began, I closed in. I started by grabbing a Nikto thug who was making liberal use of a flamethrower. With pinpoint accuracy, I hurled him toward Kavos, whose robes were instantly ignited.
Uh-oh. It actually worked.
I'm surprised Kavos didn't spot the giant burning Nikto heading his way.
I threw him with considerable speed, sir. Additionally, the sheer volume of flames being produced made evasion or deflection impossible. Although Kavos was thoroughly distracted, I remained cautious and did not engage him directly. Instead, I targeted a nearby Mandalorian using a jetpack. As soon as his velocity and flight vector were pointed correctly, I opened fire with my cannons, sending him barreling into Kavos and the Nikto. The explosion did the rest.
Fuck's sake. It's very impressive.
Sounds like you carried out your mission with exceptional skill.
Thank you very much, sir. This was a critical victory. Our comrades are sure to take heart when they hear that a monster like Kavos has been laid low. I'll begin searching for a new target at once.
Trying to think of what games I'm really excited for in the rest of 2026. I can tell you mine. So, you guys ready? Are you guys ready for the games that will be played? Because we will be playing these at some point. These are just... No, not Kiwami 2. We have on August 6th, we have Marvel Talking Fighting Souls. On August 7th, we have the next patch for Marvel Rivals. On August 27th, we have Star Wars Zero Company. On October 13th, we have Planet Zoo 2. On October 6th, we have Star Wars Galactic Racer. On September 2nd, we have Blood of Dawnwalker. On the 15th of September, we have Wolverine. Are we playing Talking Souls Pro? I'm going to just need to see what the games are like. I need to see like how the story mode is and stuff first, but then obviously probably afterwards playing some people and stuff. Yeah, I was one letter off that world today, so stupid which one it was. I was surprised that I got it so quickly, if I'm honest with you, Jimmy. Right, I tell you what we're going to do. Zero Company is my game of the year already. I don't care if it ends up sucking. I know, I agree. Fire Emblem comes out in September and Shroud of 1.0 is in October. I feel like I'm forgetting stuff. Wolverine is the big one still. I am actually probably going to... So I obviously, with my old workplace, I had that booked off. I have sort of implied to the new workplace that will be where I would... your one looks like hacks. It did. It really did. It was just pure chance. The Wordle. But I think... What's the fucking word I'm looking for? So basically, I don't think I'm going to take that week off in the end, because obviously with the change of the job. So we're going to see about that. Tables Collector Editions is sold out for reals this time, I think. Oh no, Faustus, no. Wolverine is one of those games I want to watch. No interest in playing myself though. Well, Zin, that's going to be great because I'm going to be playing it. So you can watch it through me. And only me. We have other people to talk to.
Good news, sir. Garza's people decoded the first portion of those coordinates.
Data points to an
Cool,
Imperial excavation site on Tatooine.
Why is everyone going to Tatooine on Ashadar?
Torv is being held there.
Always back to the sun blasted shithole.
Why are the Imperials taking prisoners to such a remote location?
We knew the Imps were anxious to work the Deadeyes to death. Can't think of a harsher, more miserable place than Tatooine. We'll know more once we find Torv. He just better have some answers for us.
Okay. That's an actual mission.
Could I speak with you privately for a moment?
Of course you can.
I just need you to know, sir, that I've become quite fond of you. You've helped me far more than anyone I've ever known. Because of this, I'm forced to ask if perhaps you might feel the same fondness for me.
Do we do it, guys? Do we do it? Do we do it? We're doing it, right? We're doing it, right? We're doing it, right? We're doing it.
See if you can guess.
That was a bit awkward.
Yes. I get the impression that you aren't entirely impartial to me. I'm just... Personnel Code Section 2 discourages romantic relationships between personnel, particularly commanding officers. I want to spend more time with you, but I don't want to negatively affect squad performance.
This could be a risky move.
On the other hand, Personnel Code Section 1 encourages personnel to spend time together socially. Correlations between interpersonal compatibility and unit performance are strongly positive. We should probably return to our duties, but I think this is the right choice.
UP horror stream. I do want to do more horror as well at some point. I want to do a lot of things. I hope is that they add more enemy variety in the DLC. Oh, sorry, I missed something. 1 second, hold up. Down 5.95k GPB. Just noting that as I'm proud of my progress, not to make you feel bad. What are you trying to say? Are you trying to say I shouldn't feel bad? No, I'm proud of you, Jimmy. My hope is that they add more enemy variety in the DLC chapters. Most of the enemies just punch or throw you into melee combat. Would be cool to see them have more enemy grapples or attacks. Maybe some have knives or something, kind of like the Arkham games. Yeah, potentially, yeah. But it's Alara, that's Moira Quirk. I know why her talking delicately is what cued me into that.
Let me tell you, boss, this is not where I figured I'd end up when I enlisted. Growing up on Nar Shaddaa.
Oh, Nar Shaddaa again.
Join the army for the free ticket out of there.
Wouldn't you care about anything?
Does it even matter to you if we win this war?
Of course it does. I hate losing. Before the army, I ran with whatever gang had the loosest boss and the most spare detonite. Had a long list of enemies. Even street trash take it bad when you blow up their buddies.
Ever miss Nar Shaddaa?
Do you ever wish you could go home again?
I've been back to that slime hole plenty of times. The heat's more than died down now. Joining up turned out to be the best idea I ever had. A lot more fun than running with those scrubs back on the streets. Most of the time.
Most of the time?
What's not to like?
Lot of rules. Can't just beat down the people who come to enforce them. Have to play nice. Or smart. Enough reminiscing. Let's go trash something, huh?
When I said I was exercising, you said something like it made you feel bad. Oh, right, okay. I was only joking. I'm not actually bothered. Proud of you. Delicately is not how I know her. I'm used to her rasping with malice. Oh. Can't remember, did you play RE9? That would be a good one too. I played RE1 and then started RE2, but no, I didn't play RE9. I want to play Resident Evil games. That's definitely something I want to do. I feel like I say this a lot.
This is going to
be
hilarious.
like I say this a lot.
Remember the credits I brought in from that old weapon sale? Those were from my second buyer. The first guy I lined up wasn't offering as much as I liked, so I bailed on him. Cheap jerk is all worked up that I sold him to someone else. He's trying to put a scare in me.
This is stupid. Why call him?
Wouldn't it be easier to just ignore the guy?
Easier? Sure. But this is more fun. Guy's name is Red Hand Magarin. He runs a few guns. Thinks he's a real tough guy.
Leon, Sexy Kennedy, the man that you are.
Hey there, Red.
Yeah.
My guns, Vic. Where are they?
Well, I was having a chat with my new boss, the commander of Havoc Squad, and we decided to go with another buyer.
If that's the commander of Havoc Squad, I'm the king of Alderaan. I want those guns, Vic.
I don't know anything about any weapons deals.
I hope Vic's paying you good to get on my nerves. When you back out on a deal with me, there are consequences, Vic. I'll be seeing you.
Uh-oh. Consequences. I hope I don't lose any sleep.
Get back to work.
We've got bigger things to worry about than some arms dealer.
Yeah.
Tano Vic, the pain in the ass that you are. Travel to Tatooine. Right, we're going to have to go to Tatooine and deal with Arek's problems. Let's go back to the sunblasted shithole again. See, we never get away from Tatooine. Just as bad as Jakku. Elegiac Finn as well, I suppose. Aren't you guys surprised that we've never went to like a sequel planet in this game? Look forward to the Resident Evil Veronica remake. That actually looks really good. That one makes me want to get through some of the games as well to kind of get ready for that. Pray return to Tatooine, kind of, Zin, yeah. But yeah, you're right, Doom, definitely. Wait, can I teleport from here? I think I cannot. I cannot. One is unable. Nos has a line in Ossus that kind of hints towards Actor, but nothing really came of it. I just kind of think it would be cool. Like, no, I'm not saying like some of them obviously wouldn't fit.
You're gonna miss me when I'm gone.
But I think some of them would be like, it would be cool to have. It would be cool to go to one of them. You know what I mean? Basically, the best to go from. Down that way. Now wait a minute. We technically have been on Starkiller Base. Yeah, okay, true. I mean, to see Veronica. It's one of my favorite RE stories. I was so excited to see Claire's Red Jacket in there. Just the bit of gameplay of the game. I know it was just sort of like a little bit of a show of the area, like the hotel or whatever it was. But it was really cool. The atmosphere was great in it. I would, and this is a weird thing to say because I feel like you can't fully be a fan if you've not played through the games fully. But I think I am a Resident Evil fan. It's just I've not gotten around to play a lot of them. I love the idea of that universe. Fan is the strong word. Okay. How would I put it? I am a fan of the idea of Resident Evil. I just never have gotten around to playing them all. Isn't Starkiller that guy who Magneto that spaceship? Yes. But, and that's a great pull. That's why it was called Starkiller a little bit. But well, so there's a weird story. But so basically, Luke was originally called Luke Starkiller. Then they changed it because they thought it was too aggressive. And then they made Starkiller a character later on that was Sam Witwer. And Sam Witwer played that character in 2 games, which we should play at some point as well. Another thing to do. And then basically to honor both of that, they obviously did Starkiller Base in the later movies, and that has no connection to either of those because neither of them are canon. Is that Force Unleashed? It is, yeah. Force Unleashed is kind of fun. It's fun just as like it's like an alt reality type thing, and I like that. I like the fact that they went with that idea. But people forget that, and people think that Starkiller should just show up again when the fact is he's done things that other Force users basically have never been able to do. So it's like going to the nth degree. You can get on that balloon, by the way, guys. There's a datacron at the end of it, but I always I've never had the patience to do it. My ex played that one and was telling me about it, but he's bad at explaining things and loves to make things obscure to laugh at you for not understanding. So. Ah, I see. Remember why I know Starkiller? It's Soul Calibur. Yes! Yes, he was in that. Him and Vader were in that. If I remember correctly. Or was it Yoda as well? Some of them. Zin, do you remember when that other Soul Calibur game came out and we were in an FC in Final Fantasy at the time? I'm not going to name names. And... Do you remember that? And because if you remember, I got told to basically stop playing because my internet connection wasn't pristine at the time to be able to keep the lag down. And Yoda was in Soul Calibur. Yeah. The only sequel planet that I think would work in SWTOR is probably Kijimi. I don't think Takodana would work too well because you'd have to address Mars potentially. I don't know if they ever clarified how old she is, but she had seen the Sith. Do you know what I kind of think would be cool to do? And I think it would just like you could kind of add to the mystique of the whole place. Mustafar. I think Mustafar is like a big one they've missed out on so far. It's meant to have this whole culture during this time period that's a little bit more dark side centric. I think that would have been a really cool thing to do. And yes, I do remember. Yeah. Maybe Maz is just 3,000 years old. Yeah, but then you have to kind of address an actual canon character in this, which they've never had to do before. The game itself had shitty connection issues, and we lagged the fuck out when we played against anyone but each other and got dunked on. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. See? The pains of the times. I don't think I can go this way. On. Can I drive over the top? It'll go badly. The issue with combining legends and canon is conflicting events and characters, I guess. Yeah, exactly. What I was more meaning is just kind of like they do inspired by outfits all the time. They're allowed to do that. So I was kind of more implying that if they could do something like that. Yeah, exactly, Elegiac. There's ways to do that, I think. Guys, I can't go this way. I went the wrong way. That's Mos Anik. I can't go in there. I think I'm going to have to go to Outpost Solara and go through the PvP zone. That's the way I've got to go. I went the wrong way. It's fine. Getting some exploration XP.
Incoming! Defensive positions!
Okay. I think Canto Bite could work. But like I don't know if Canto Bite is actually set up at that point, because if I remember correctly, Canto Bite was just a desert world at some point. Camino right now also isn't flooded. That would be cool. A Camino that isn't flooded. Do you know what also is one that I feel like they disgustingly haven't done yet, and it upsets me a lot. Kashyyyk. Just Kashyyyk. Yep. I'm going into the PvP zone, guys. Here, this could go badly for me. I would love to see Moonlist. That would be a cool one to do as well. The thing is with Moonlist is that you would then have to pronounce Kashyyyk if you are Basilisk Shan. Yeah. The thing is with Moonlist is you'd have to add a whole new model with the moon. But or the moon. But no. Ryloth I'm really excited about though. It's really cool to be going to Ryloth. That's a big win. Soul Calibur had the weirdest crossover characters over the years. They had Link and Spawn in Soul Calibur 2. They've done a lot, yeah. Disappointed at the lack of my Gito. I'm just thinking of the species they have in the game as well, so you could easily do something a little bit with Alzok 3. And you could do Pantora. That would be a really cool little bit as well. Doing Alzok 3 and doing Pantora. And kind of having that play about with that idea. I know Auto Plutonia is the name of the moon, but like playing with the idea that of like the Pantorans and that sort of area of space, that would be kind of a cool idea. So Calibur 5 are the best. Ezio Auditore actually fit the time period and stuff. I think The Witcher wasn't too bad either for... Was that 6? I don't think The Witcher felt too out of place because Geralt's the whole idea with the world of the witches, that the different worlds can align and like the Wild Hunt comes through on those times. So like similarly with the Witcher going elsewhere. I do find it crazy that The Witcher just ends up in every game though. Give me Liberty, give me Fire, give me Saluka Maya, or I retire. For fuck's sake. Yeah, he was the guest in 6 along with 2B. 2B, yeah, I know. Fucking 2B. B or not 2B? I like the Automata games, to be fair. I would play those properly on stream again. I played the first one a little bit and then stopped as per usual. 2B, my favourite Final Fantasy XIV character. Shh. Automata or Nier? Both. I would play both. I have both. Obviously the Nier remake, not... Because I don't have the original anywhere on anything, sadly. But I don't think you lose much on the original Nier, except Papa Nier, sort of. I think the remake doesn't use Papa, though. I think it uses the brother, because there was 2 different versions, wasn't there? And I just had a big, huge space station that both sides are after as a planet. I suppose that's kind of dipping into Iokath territory, though. Visit Kuat or introduce Fondor. That would be cool. Yes, I did like the Kuat idea. It's funny, because I'm sure this is, this works as a... On the Imperial side, I'm sure this is the Sith Inquisitor phase. Kind of funny, really, because so there's basically the Sith Inquisitor clears this out, and then you go in like a month later and kill some Imperials there. If 2B is in Soul Calibur and also Final Fantasy, which has a crossover with Fall Guys, which has a crossover with the Annoying Orange, who did a crossover with Fred, then Fred the movie and Pixie Lott are canon in the Soul Calibur universe. But also Papa Nia has like a weird side thing, I think, like they canonized him for bonus content. They added or something. I've only read on the news stuff. I haven't gotten around to it. I wouldn't be able to say it too well. Oh my gosh, guys! Sitting on like the Odyssey. Anyway, moving on.
On your feet, soldiers.
I think it's spelled
Lieutenant
differently,
Jorgen?
but you know.
What are you doing here?
I'm getting you out of here.
Thought we'd have been out of here weeks ago. Who's this?
Jorgen Seal.
I'm the commander of Havoc Squad.
Havoc Squad? It's an honor, sir.
Okay, enough boot kissing. I want answers, Torv. For starters, how'd you get yourselves captured?
It's all there in our mission outline. Didn't Zane brief you?
Zane? As in Senior Agent Zane? Man's been nothing but trouble for us.
So he didn't... Oh. Then I'm afraid I can't say anything more. SIS orders.
You're working with the spies?
What does the SIS have to do with this?
That's classified, sir.
Out with it, soldier. We're not leaving until we get some answers.
But we... Okay, look, we let ourselves get caught. Part of some top-secret SIS op. They implanted tracking devices in us. Plan was to follow us through Imperial space, find out where the imps ship their POWs, and then come rescue us.
They didn't rescue you.
Looks like someone forgot to follow through with that last part.
Nobody anticipated the imps would split us up, send us to labor details. Surprised the SIS didn't spring us then.
Typical SIS. Should have known better than to trust those spooks.
Too good an opportunity. You know how many troops we have in those camps.
What if the Imperials had executed you?
All the SIS's fault.
Things wouldn't have been so bad if the SIS had held up their end of the plan.
Got that right. A good soldier never leaves a man behind. We'll have it out with the SIS later. For now, just sit tight. I'll call for an evac, get you boys home.
Actually, Soul Calibur had the Star Wars crossover, so congrats, you're playing the long lost sequel to the Fred movie.
The SIS better have a good reason for leaving those men behind.
A crazy crossover is that Kiryu and Haruka appeared in a Fairly Odd Parents movie. Did they? Wow, what the fuck?
Zane is involved. Maybe he wants to enlighten us.
I'm sure he'll have something to say about this rescue op of ours. Anyway, we've done all we can for now. I'll see about getting the rest of those coordinates decrypted.
Co-op being different every time you played it was a neat idea. They tried to do that again with the Star Fortresses with the constantly changing layout, but it was only ever surface level. The biggest issue facing a lot of SWTOR's repeatable content is the lack of cool and unique rewards, which they kind of started to address in the Traitor arc. But then after that, they made all the deco drops super rare for some reason and made them all pain to get. Yeah. It's just dead ass a promotion for Yakuza 5, I think. It flies by. Wow. They really said. Okay, right. Let's head back to the ship. Let's go to the ship, Imp. And guys, we are going to take a quick break there. Those watching on Twitch, stick around. We're going to continue on. Those watching on YouTube, this is the end of another episode. See you guys shortly. Bye, guys.